People whose parents ruined their credit, what's your story? The foreclosure notice was taped to our front door, a bright orange square on the peeling green paint. I wasn't surprised to see it, but I was surprised to see my name listed right under my dad's. I was 22. I had never signed a mortgage document in my life. The bank's customer service line was a nightmare of hold music and cheerful, useless apologies. Finally, a manager named Susan came on the line. "Sir, the loan was refinanced 3 years ago. You co-signed." Her voice was flat, bored. I told her it was impossible. She sighed. "The signature is on file, sir." That night, I sat at the kitchen table while my parents pretended everything was normal. My mom hummed while she made dinner. My dad complained about his boss. They were actors, and I was their unwilling audience. My dad had always been obsessed with appearances. The perfect lawn, the new car every 2 years, the country club membership we couldn't afford. He called it keeping up with the Joneses. I called it a slow-motion train wreck. The plan I came up with was simple, born of desperation. I knew my dad's biggest flaw was his ego. He couldn't resist a deal, especially one that made him look smart. I printed out a fake pre-approval letter for a high-limit credit card, the kind with a ridiculous annual fee and useless platinum benefits. I left it on the kitchen counter, right where he put his keys. 2 days later, it was gone. That Saturday, I told them I was going hiking with friends. Instead, I drove to the public library and used their computer to check my credit report. It was a bloodbath. 17 accounts I had never opened. Credit cards, personal loans, a financing plan for a jet ski. The total debt was over $90,000. The jet ski was the detail that broke me. We lived in Ohio. My hand was shaking so hard I could barely use the mouse. Then I saw it. A new inquiry from the same company on my fake letter. He had actually applied for it. He took the bait. The confrontation wasn't a shouting match. It was worse. I walked in and dropped the printed credit report on the dinner table. "What's this?" I asked. My dad didn't even look at it. "We were going to tell you," he said, his voice calm. "It was an investment. It just didn't pan out." My mom started to cry. "We did it for the family, honey, to give you a better life." I looked at my mother, her face pleading, and felt nothing. "A better life? You bought a jet ski with my future." The bank manager, Susan, had given me the name of a fraud investigator. He was a tired-looking man named Frank who had seen it all. He laid out my options in his drab little office. I could press charges, which would send my parents to jail, or I could declare bankruptcy, which would follow me for a decade. He looked at the $40,000 in debt on just one of the cards. He just put his pen down and looked at me. "Your father used your social security number when you were 18, son. This is a federal crime." That was the moment. He didn't say it was wrong or sad. He said it was a federal crime. The cold, legal fact of it cut through everything. I didn't send them to jail. Instead, I took Frank's other advice. I spent the next year of my life on the phone with creditors, filling out paperwork and meeting with lawyers. I sold the jet ski myself. My parents moved into a small apartment 2 towns over. I get a check from them every month for $300, with repayment written in the memo line.